la domoro ka diate
boy janno CK's restaurant
sa na ko be ni na dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele ba de lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendil lo dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international otoda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa na ko sa futandin
oto sa na ko be mu CK's restaurant
ndaba na janna mu yat ni manje dorom bija
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baluwo?
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 What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464838. WhatsApp us on 3259220, or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram.
Welcome back from the coffee break. Council, if we're ready to continue, please proceed. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Commissioners, we're ready to proceed. Thank you. Welcome back, Dr. Mbowe.
Dr. Mbowe.
Thank you. I look forward to making speedier progress this time around. The intellectual exchange is quite interesting, but we have to get to the heart of the issues. You told this commission earlier that your responsibilities in the PATP was basically to carry out clinical supervision or observation of the patients. Can you kindly tell us the arrangements under which the patients were hospitalized?
All the patients, they volunteered to come and join the treatment, the presidential treatment.
As far as you know?
As far as I know, yes.
Proceed, please.
Continue.
Yes, go ahead. My question is, under what conditions were they hospitalized? You're saying that they came voluntarily. All right, I want to know about the other conditions.
When
they came, they were registered. Investigations were conducted. And then they were admitted.
They were not allowed to leave, were they?
No, not to my knowledge. I think they do go out time to time.
They were guarded.
There was a military and a PIU unit there. No, sorry, only military.
They were not allowed visitors.
I used to see visitors there. I was never told by the president that no visitors should come and visit them.
Dama fa daan gis nak ñu leen daan seet si de man day président bi musut maa wax ne bu leen fa kenn ñëw seet si.
People were not permitted to talk to the patients.
Nit ñi tamut amuñ yoon pour waxtaan ak ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi faju foofu.
No, they were talking to patients. Most of them were having their mobiles. They were communicating.
Hakay ñu ngi doon wax ñuy faju kay ndax ñoom ñu ci bari ñu ngi amee woon seen mobile yi te ñu ngi doon jokkoo ak nit ñi.
Dr. Mbowe, did you listen to yesterday's testimony of Ansumana Jammeh?
Doctor, ndax déglu nga waxi Ansumana Jammeh bi mu doon di wax démba?
No, sir. No, sir. I was in the clinic by then.
Déedéet, jamono jooju maa ngi woon ci clinique bi.
Well, we sent our investigators to your clinic and you were in there.
That
was in the morning. In the afternoon, I mean. In the evening, I was in the clinic.
Yes. He testified.
Only time normally. By this time, I'm in bed.
Okay.
Or I'm outside doing something else.
Okay. We won't bother you more with that.
Okay.
You see, what you just said, you said they were allowed visitors. They were allowed to leave, to go out. And they could communicate with other people.
Yes, to my understanding.
Wow, ci suma yek dal waaw lolu mo doon xew.
Do you have your statement with you?
Sa statement bi moy wax yi mu binda sa statement bi yang ko amé?
No.
Sorry,
Baba. Give me 1 second, right? Could you take a look at paragraph 46 of the statement?
Munga said ci binday bunta bo xamne moy ñeneen fukk ak juroom benn
46. Can you read it out to the commission, please?
The session usually lasts for many hours per day. I barely had any sleep during the first 6 months of the first year because it was a marathon. The patients were not allowed any visitors from family or anyone, hence the security. They were really guarded, just like presidents. If a personnel was not part of the treatment program, they were not permitted to talk to the patients. It was a really heavily guarded place. If anyone...
That's enough, Dr. Mbowe.
Yes.
How do you reconcile these two? What you just said, the commission, and what you said in your statement. You agree first that they are diametrically opposed.
Wanga linga wax legi ni ci sa kaddu ak liñ bind ci kayit bobu legi nekkuñ ben dañ uté.
By this
first of all, you would agree that the two are diametrically opposed.
I can explain myself if I'm allowed to.
Let's answer the question first, and then you will explain.
Yes, they are opposed.
Wow, okay.
And them can be true.
That is very true. What I mean by this one, when I was given this statement, that was the first 6 months of the treatment. And not after the 6 months.
Where in this statement did you say that?
Because it was marathon the first 6 months. We were working every day and night. So the patients will not have that time or the chance to have visitors also. They were heavily guarded the first 6 months. And this is a period of 10 years, from 2007 to 2017.
You would agree with me that the statement, the first 6 months, does not qualify what subsequently followed. It does not qualify that the patients were not allowed visitors. It does not qualify that a person could not talk to them. It could not qualify that they did not have visitors.
The first 6 months, this was the order of the day. For the first 6 months of the treatment. Later things were relaxed.
And Sumana Jammeh testified yesterday. And he testified that at no point were the patients denied visitors, or were they denied the right to leave, or were they denied the possible opportunity to talk to other people.
Yes, very He is right, because Ansumana joined us during the course of the 3rd batch.
Wow, loolu dëgg la ndax Ansumana bi moo ñëw ci faju bi ñetteeli fan na bi commencé nañ ko ba pare.
But for the first 6 months, Ansumana was not there.
Waaw ndax ci weeru njëkkay juróom-benn weeru njëkkay Ansumana nekku fa woon.
Well, that is contrary to what Ansumana suggested.
Loolu nag utee na ak li Ansumana wax fi démba.
Ansumana suggested that
Ansumana wax na ne
he was not there from the beginning.
Nekku fa woon la bi ñoo door.
But he was there by around March.
Why March, very March, fekk na ko fa.
No, and 6 months from January would be in June.
No, Ansumana came.
Juróom-benn weer doore ko January.
Loolu June la nekk. I refer you to the GRTS tapes. Ansumana came, I think, during the 3rd batch, if I'm right. Not during the 1st batch, not during the 2nd batch.
Ansumana kurel bu njëkk bi nekku fa woon, ñaareel ba nekku fa, ca ñetteel ba ci la soog a ñëw.
Was Dr. Njai in the 2nd batch?
Dr. Njai, ci ñaari kurel bi la bokkoon ndax
I used to see Dr. Njai during the first batch, the second batch, the third batch, different batches.
Dr. Njai dina ko daan gis ci bu njëkk bi ñaareel bi ñetteel bi ak yeneen yu uute sax.
Was he working in the program during the second batch?
Mu ngi doon liggéey ci programme bi ci ñaareel.
I used to see him there. His role I don't know, because the president was not only talking to me, he was talking to different doctors, both in the country and outside the country.
Dina fa daan gis Dr. Njai de waaye digga xaw ma woon lan moo woon taxawaayam.
But Dr. Mbowe, you had responsibility. You are the Director General of this program.
Why, Dr. Mbowe, liggéey bi sa loxo la nekkoon yow yaa nekk njiit li wala Director General ci biir
You were in fact the alter ego of the program. You were the centrifugal force. Everything revolved around you.
mu ngi mel ni yow yaa jiite lépp ci sa loxo la nekkoon ci biir programme bi.
I will not say so. My job there, the title is Director General, but my main role was to clinically monitor the patients. What Dr. Njai was doing in the program, I cannot tell you.
Suma liggéey suma mahama mooy woon maay Director General bi waaye suma liggéey ci biir faj bi mooy may seet ñi nga xam ne ñoo fa doon faju niñ leen di faje waaye Dr. Njai moom lam fa daan def moom mënuma la wax lan.
Well, Dr. Njai suggested that he was not there after the first batch. Is he lying?
Why, Dr. Njai wax na ne gannaaw kuréel bu njëkk bi moom nekku fa woon ndax loolu du dëgg.
I've been seeing him there. I refer you to the GRTS tapes because everything is documented. Whether he was there during the second, third, or fourth batch, you'll see the discharge program. So whether he used to come, you will see it there. Whether he is telling the truth or not, the tapes will prove.
Mandal dina ko fa daan gis ni nga xamne moy record ci nga set ci jiate su fa demé di nga gis ban waxtu la fa nekkon xamna ne dal dan nako fa gis.
The point is only significant in so far that it goes to show that Ansumana started much earlier than you put it. According to him, he started in March.
Li ñu wone fi moy Ansumana door na liggéey bi comme nim ko waxee parce que moom mu ngi dugg ci liggéey bi ci weer bi xamee ne March ci waxtu boobu la.
Maybe unknown to me.
mën naa am dafa yeguma ko.
And an organization have done an investigations
am na mbootaay boo xam ne seetlu nañ mbir mi
of the PATP.
seetlu nañ mbiri PATP.
And they also indicate that the participants in the program were not allowed to leave. And they were not allowed contact with the outside world.
With due respect, that is not true. I don't agree to that.
But, well, the patients themselves, the participants in the program, they said they were denied access to their family members. They were not allowed to go out. This may have been relaxed later. But up to the third batch, they were not allowed out.
That is not true.
But would you say that it would have been unlawful to have them detained and subjected to this treatment, even though they may have consented to the treatment? It would have been unlawful to have them there without access to the outside world or to family members.
No, I'll not say so, because under any treatment there are terms and conditions. If you agree to those terms and conditions, You agreed to it. No one is forcing you to agree to any terms or any conditions of any form or mode of treatment.
They
themselves accepted.
Do you have any documents to show that they have accepted those conditions?
There was no document, I think, signed, maybe signed in my absence, but I have never seen any document being signed by them.
You would agree that Jammeh's treatment program was not organized in the normal, informal setting of a traditional healing program.
Dinga nangune Jammeh fajam bini program bini terale wuñ ko ci yoon bo xamne mu ngi anda ak sarta yo xamne sax ñoo nek ci fajam yooni ada
nurolewu ko ak faji olof yi comme as they put it, faji olof or faji nit ku ñuul.
No. Sir, with due respect, I think each doctor has his own mode of treatment. Management of patients.
Fokk naa ne fajkat bu ci nekk moom am na ni nga xam ne noonu laa
ay xam ne faj lañ dugal na leen ci programme bi ndax amul.
Well, he was talking to so many different types of doctors from different countries.
He involved conventionally trained medical doctors with high certificates in his program, did he not?
Dugal na si ay doctor yo xamne am nañ kayit yu wër kayit yu for ci mbirim faj yooni tubaab ndax du loolu.
Yes, that is true. I'm a typical example.
And your involvement in medical practice is governed by certain rules of ethics, certain codes of conduct, correct?
Yo sa liggéey ci mbirim faj ci yooni tubaab dafa am ay dafa am ay sarta yoo xam ne ñoo wéral taxawal sarta yooyu comme ni nga liggéeyee.
When you talk of medical ethics, there's a broad and vague term. It depends on who is speaking.
We are not talking about definitions.
Okay.
We are just talking about your obligation to those rules.
Correct? You agree? As a medical doctor now, I can practice traditional medicine if I want to. I can practice conventional. I can practice surgical medicine.
Dr. Mbowe, the question is, as a medical doctor, are you bound by the code of conduct and ethics of your profession?
Sarta yine ka ci mbirum faji yooni tubaab ndax sarta yooyu yow tam daf omba nañ sa liggéey bi.
I was given the medical certificate to restore the sick to health.
Man dañ ma jox sama certificate
is it to practice it willy-nilly without respecting any rules?
Dañ la ko jox pour yow nim la neexee nga defee ko noonu.
What rules are you talking about?
Anduloo ak yan sarta yi ci nekk.
Yan sarta nga wax noonu.
The code of conduct that binds members of the medical profession.
Are you
bound by this?
Is it the Medical and Dental Council of the Gambia?
Yes.
I was not given the certificate to practice medicine by Medical and Dental Council, but by my university.
Are you serious?
I am 100% serious.
Are you suggesting that regardless of your certification, you are not bound by the code of conduct? The code of professional conduct for medical and dental practitioners in the Gambia, you're not bound by this?
I only register there Let me tell you that.
The question is, are you bound? Not are you obliged to register?
There are different
register why sarta yi ci nekka ndax sarta yoyu ombuñ sa liggéey bi.
Are you bound by the code of conduct?
Ndax sarta yoyu nekka ci
any medical code of conduct as a medical doctor to practice medicine to save lives.
You are bound by the code of conduct.
And
specifically, you are bound by this.
You
agree?
Wow,
and the Medical and Dental Council has oversight responsibilities over you and your conduct in your practice of medicine.
Medical and Dental Council bobu ñom am nañ taxaway bo xamne mom mo jublu ci sa liggéey bi nga def ni ci mbirim faj.
Yes.
Wow.
Good. I didn't think it was that difficult to agree to that. But let's proceed. Jame also used trained nurses, didn't he?
Jame bolena ay nurse yo nga xamne jangal nañ len ci sen liggéey bi ñoo bolé la len ci sen liggéeyam bi.
Yes.
Wow, lolu amna.
And they too are bound by certain rules of ethical conduct.
I don't know.
I sarta yo xamne ñu ngi ci liggéey bi.
They should
bokk nañ ci sarta yoyu.
Waaw, war nañ ci bokk.
You agree with that?
Wow, andana ci.
He also used laboratory facilities to do scientific investigations.
Bolena ci laboratory moy fi ñu setlo jangoro yi ak yeneen mbir yu demee noonu boole na loolu tam ci biir liggéeyam.
Which talking about?
Mu ne ban la nga wax ni?
Both home and abroad.
Ci biir réew mi fii ak bitim réew.
Yes.
Wow.
So in effect, he was doing things in the conventional way.
Kon loolu mu ngi def mbiri comme ni ko yooni tubaab yi tëralee.
And applying herbal medicine.
Ci li moo doxal ci garab yoo xam ne garabi nit ko ñuul la.
He was having the combination of the two.
Moom daal ñaari la boole woon.
And conventional.
Nit ku ñuul ak fajum tubaab.
And the additional we have in this was the actual nature of the medicine that was being given.
Ci li nga xamne liñ ci am li nga xamne moy faji nit ku ñuul moy façon garab yi mo jëfo ci mbir faj mi.
I am being corrected here. I should say concoction.
Why concoction?
Because that's what it was.
Why the term concoction? I don't think so. I think it's herbal medication. That's the right word to use.
Nonetheless, it was a concoction.
I will not agree to that. No. I will not. Honestly, I will not agree to that. It was herbal medication. That's why you have 7 to 20 different types of medical herbs.
Wouldn't that be a concoction?
Façon garab yoyu yep bo len bolé xana lolu du mëna nek lo xamné luñ bolé la comme niñ ko oyé concoction.
We won't argue over the definition of concoction.
Duñ wérante ci ko lolu né garab yi dañ len bolé.
But it was only the medicine.
Waye lolu rek moy garab bo xamné
that was traditional in this whole setting. Discount the so-called mystification of the entire process.
I strongly disagree.
Please explain why.
When you talk of traditional medicine, you are not talking only of the medical herbs.
Traditional
medicine also is its own part in medicine. So you cannot just say that it's the herbs that defines the term traditional medicine.
Okay. No.
There are procedures.
I think maybe you misunderstood my question. I should elucidate.
The
investigations were conventional medicine investigations, correct?
Yes, that is conventional medicine.
The setting for the investigations was done in the setting for conventional medicine.
Correct.
The screening was done under the system for conventional medicine.
Correct.
The admission procedures were done under the setting for conventional medicine.
Correct.
The clinical observations were done under the system of conventional medicine, correct?
No. Because I was doing the conventional part. He was doing the traditional part, his own way. He has his own way of checking his patients. I have my own way. I use the conventional way.
Okay. So I'll meet you in the halfway house on that point. Okay. You were using both conventional and traditional for clinical observations.
Kon dinañ mel ñu ngi dajé ci diga bi génn wala ak benen génn wala kon nak yéen a ngi doon di doxal ci mbir mi ci kaw yooni tubaab ak ci kaw yooni aada. Waaw loolu am na.
The professionals he used were professionals trained in conventional medicine.
Borom xam-xam yi mu doon di jëfoo foofu ñooñu nit la ñoo xam ne ci yooni tubaab bi lañ jànga.
I will not say so because there were different doctors coming, both traditional and conventional doctors. From different countries.
The traditionals, we don't call them doctors here, we call them healers.
ñi nga xam ne yooni nit ku ñuul bi lañ doon di faje ñooñu duñ leen mën a ooyee docteur.
No, that is wrong.
dañ leen a ooyee ay faj.
They are traditional healers. They are traditional.
But welcome to my point. They are traditional healers. They are not.
You can call them traditional healers, but they are traditional doctors.
Okay, call them.
Doctor is any individual that can cure or treat.
Well, I am sure Jami accepted that interpretation. No wonder we had witch doctors too.
Jaame moom ci boppam nangu na loolu parce que looloo tax ñu am fi ay fajkat yoo xam ne mbiru doma lañ doon di yooni doma bi lañ doon di toppa.
But the fact remains, Dr. Mbowe,
waaye lii dëgg la boo xam ne
that in this treatment program,
ci yooni fajam yoon bi mu jël nii di fajee.
Most of what Jame did was in the conventional medicine system.
I strongly disagree.
The
reason being, the most important thing about the treatment is the medications.
We agree with that. Right, but my question is that most of what he did, and I have itemized them, and we can count, it's about 2 out of 6.
So, being
traditional, the rest being conventional. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that because let it be 6 against 2, but the most important thing, the nucleus of the treatment is the medical herbs. Is the medical herbs.
But the environment and the conditions and the circumstances was all done under the conventional medicine setup. You would agree with that. You can't run away from that.
For example,
yes.
If you talk of
the point. Allow for interpretation.
Sorry for that. If you talk of traditional medicine, It depends on the facility, the type of facility. There are some traditional facilities that are far better than even the conventional.
Dr. Mbowe.
Dr. Mbowe.
Traditional medicine, does it involve laboratory analysis?
Chiko yone faji ada ndax ñoom am nañ laboratory fi ñu seetloo seen garab yi.
A good traditional healer who knows conventional medicine will justify his traditional medicine to prove it by using the conventional means.
Precisely my point.
That is my point too.
Well, I am happy that then we're talking about the same thing in spite of your continued denial.
No, I never denied anything.
Because what I am driving at is Jammeh used traditional medicine
on
the vehicle of conventional medicine.
Comme nak mu ko tek ci moto yo xamne dal ci anam yo xamne ci yoni garab bi ci yoni fajam tubab la
bo bolé ñaar good results
di nga am lu baax
but this is harvest the good part of traditional medicine and the good part of conventional medicine, join them together and then the patient benefits.
So gobe li nga xamne mo faxé ko ci fajam tuba bolé ko ak ni faxé ko ci fajam nit ku ñul boko bolé di nga am anam bi gën ci wali faj.
And this is the point that I am making.
And
if we look at the good parts that you say come from traditional medicine that he used, was one the medicine? And in your view, some clinical observations on his part? Those are the two, correct?
You are right.
Exactly. So, in a sense, Jammeh's treatment program had all the trappings of conventional medicine. Complete with medical doctors in their robes and stethoscopes.
You
agree?
That was very good of him for doing that.
But do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Wow,
thank you very much. And as such, what he was doing ought to have been regulated. On the same system and basis of your own regulation.
No. I strongly disagree. The reason being,
of course you would disagree because you know the implications.
The implications.
The implications are that he carried on as if he was a medical doctor. And ought to have respected all those rules that would bound you.
Let me make a point clear to you. Traditional and conventional medicine. These two, their primary aim is to restore the sick to health. So the traditional healer can use the conventional, part of conventional. And the conventional doctor too can use part of traditional necessary.
Mike.
Sorry, I think that is again said. It's a no-brainer. My point here is not whether one can choose from the two menus what to take and mix. I'm not saying that.
Lima wone fi ne kudne mange wane borom munna tana ci ñaari yoon yi ni de.
My issue is Jammeh has entrusted, he has infused his own traditional healing in a conventional setting.
Jammeh dafa dugal mbir fajam ci yoon boo xam ne daf ko dugal ci faji yooni nit mooy faji tubaab.
There is no problem for the traditional doctor to use conventional medicine. But there is no law that the traditional doctor should be confined to only traditional medicine. That makes no sense. The primary target is to restore the patient to health. So by any means you use, be it conventional or traditional or blending the two, what is the most important thing is for the patient to benefit, to have the cure. A traditional doctor can send a patient to the lab for investigation. I think you are answering a different question. Whether he can take from the menu or the myriad of options, that is not the question. The question is, would you agree that he infused his traditional medicine in a conventional treatment setup? What I want to tell you, in this present generation, the traditional healer 400 years ago is different from the present traditional healer. Because the systems have changed. Most of these traditional healers or doctors do combine the two. Why don't you just accept that yes, he combined the two? Okay. And by extension, would you accept that he used the conventional medicine setup? He used part of conventional. In fact, ideas say that the setup and the whole infrastructure was a conventional medicine setup. Traditional medical practitioners now, they have their own hospitals. They have the same, almost the same setting, like conventional. But that still is not the question. Whether traditional healers can do it is not the question. The question is whether Jammeh actually used this setup for conventional medicine. Jammeh was practicing traditional medicine. So what do you mean by the setup? Is it the beds? For the patients to come in for admission? That is very common also in traditional medicine. Dr. Mbowe, I have iterated things to you.
Dr. Mbowe,
he used a conventional hospital for hospitalization, for admissions.
L'hôpital bim don di jëfo l'hôpital tubab la pour dugal ci ñi nga xamne mo leen di faj ndax lolu du dëgg
structure. The traditional,
just answer the question.
He was using Serakunda Hospital,
exactly,
Kanelai, and then the one at Bakau.
He was using hospitals.
Those were hospitals. But the same setting also on the traditional medicine. If you go to some countries or to certain traditional
doctors, they have the same setting, the same infrastructure.
Why lal yek lolu ni mel ak niñ ko sampé yeb bo démé fenen tam fo xamné dañoo facc walu nit ko ñu non lañ ko fa défé.
Do you accept that that setup, Serekunda Hospital, Ndemban Hospital, these are all hospital settings, conventional hospital settings? You agree? I think we are being brought down by unnecessary argumentation on issues that are very clear. If we have to make progress, we have to call a spade, and then we move on. Otherwise, there would be too much back and forth, and it's not.
I think that is what we are doing. For you, there is a specific conventional hospital setting, and there is a specific traditional hospital setting. You have traditional hospitals, you have conventional hospitals.
Okay,
which one was he using?
He was using Serekunda Hospital.
Was that traditional or was that conventional?
That was Serekunda Hospital.
Exactly.
That is a conventional hospital.
So let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let me ask the questions. He used Serekunda Hospital, which is conventional. Correct?
Correct.
He used trained nurses, which is also conventional.
Correct.
Wow,
he used medical doctors, trained medical doctors, that is also conventional.
No, both conventional and traditional doctors were working with him.
I thought Jame claimed that he was the doctor. No, your role, as you put it, was clinical observation. Your role was not to cure them. Was it your role to cure them?
No, that was not my role. There were different types of doctors. You have conventional doctors there and traditional doctors.
And who are the traditional doctors? We'd be interested to call them as witnesses.
Who were
the traditional doctors?
I was seeing doctors from Asia, traditional doctors.
I'm not doctor Asia.
And what were they doing in the program?
I was introduced that they were doctors, traditional doctors. What they were doing, I only know my role. But what the other people were doing,
did you see
whether they were advising him, whether they were also monitoring the patients? I cannot tell you. But they were talking to Jame.
So you saw them there.
I was introduced that these are doctors.
You did not see them do anything, did you?
They were talking to him. When they talk to him, I'm not interested. As the president.
And beyond talking to him, you did not see them do anything with the patients.
Sometimes I used to see some of them touching the patients. What they were doing, I cannot tell you. What procedures they were doing, I cannot tell you.
And the difference between what they were doing and what Jame was doing was quite staggering, wasn't it?
It was different.
Exactly. These were just visitors.
He introduced them to me, that these are also doctors. Whether they were visitors or they played a role in this treatment, I cannot tell you.
Dr. Mbowe, you are the Director General of the program.
Yes, I am the director, but he is the president.
And if you would not know what they were doing there, it looks more likely that they probably had no role.
fekkee ne yow mi jiite programme bi nga ne yow xamuloo lan la gaay doon di def kon mu ngi mel ni
would you think you did your job well as Director General
yes, I did my job because my main role
is
monitor the patients for me. If you see anything abnormal, inform me.
Exactly. Then it means you just had a title without the responsibilities.
When he told me that I'm appointing you as the Director General, the main role he told me is be clinically monitoring the patients for me.
In fact, you're telling this commission that you did not have overall responsibility for the program.
I played other roles too.
Explaining
the patients, helping in the selection of the patients, and then when the results come, analyze the results. But the mean, I mean the mean, my main function.
Did you have supervisory authority over the staff who were working there? You have supervisory authority over them.
I was given directives from Yaya. I relay to them. This is what the president wants. Give medication 2 o'clock. Monitor the patients, take their temperatures, they take.
To whom did they report to?
To me, the nurses. They report to me, and then I report to the president.
Okay. But let's conclude this point. Would you agree that what Yab Jammeh was doing, most of it was done in the form or in the methods of conventional medicine? Okay, the commission, I think, has received enough evidence on this. The commission would be able to make its own findings.
Commission bi am nañ lu bari ci sédé lo xamné am nañ ko fu nekk ni ñom seen bopa dinañ mëna sétlu be xam mbir mi naka la démé.
Back to the issue of the conditions for treatment.
Ñu délu ci faj mi
What do you say to the suggestion by most of the witnesses who appeared here?